Hello everybody, I'm in Storm here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings II After the End. In the last episode, our ruler was assassinated by this guy, Eric of Sheboygan. We are trying to run a plot to assassinate him, but it hasn't really fired off yet. So we are currently playing as High Fabricator Burrill, our 30-year-old guy here. And we're going to see about what we can do. We also ran a war down here against the Lone Star to grab up a little bit more of that territory. So that got taken care of. We also had to fight off an inherited rebellion to try to increase council power. No problem there. So, what we need to do, take care of a couple of things. First off, is it appears that Hudsonia needs to be handed back out to somebody. Guess we'll just go with you as Viceroy. So that will work there. And so we need to hand out a commander. There we are. Alright, let's actually oh no, not gonna pause it just yet. What I've decided to do is we're gonna forget this plot. I'm gonna cancel it. I'm going to do something else instead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these troops. I'm going to march them north to Sheboygan. We are going to attempt to imprison Eric of Sheboygan. And I want to have my troops there just in case he decides to rebel. My daughter. Well, he could also flee to another court. That would kind of suck, but we'll see what happens. Alright, this is my daughter. 6. I'll go with the duty education, as we've been typically doing for the last little bit, so. So we're at 9% threat. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught Paul of Fort Wayne and my wife, Catherine, in flagrante. They didn't notice me, but I'm still in shock. She's a married woman to me by Vulcan. We will expose them. And I can imprison my wife, which we are going to do. We're going to arrange a divorce. Do that. We will not put up with this. Prince, my half-brother. Let's see, he is haughty, idolizer, and fussy. Idolizer. Haughty and fussy. Let's go with stewardship. He's already a pretty good steward. We'll just stick with that. Okay. Introduce heir to the realm. My daughter. Yes, do that. I've invited all of my vassals to partake in a formal introduction of my heir, Princess Gabriella. Alright, let's do that. And we need to find ourselves a new wife. Search all. We're going to go with women who are not in prison, who are not married, who are our religion. And let's see if we can get anyone good. Genius. 17-year-old genius. Who has pretty good stats all around. 60-year-old genius who's better, but we'll go with the 17-year-old. Arrange marriage. With us. Yes. I can eat the prestige. Who cares? The other thing I want to see if I can do... We're going to take that prestige back. A peasant revolt. Gabriella introduces herself to Station Master Harley of Harpster. She not only presents herself with grace, but also manages to impress Harley by skillfully complimenting him. Very good. Alright, where is this siege? Right there. 7,000 troops. Peasant revolt. I can deal with 7,000 troops. Seems as if Gabriella has started getting along incredibly well with the child of one of the visiting vassals. Indeed, apparently Gabriella and Prince Preston of Michigan to revolt are becoming fast friends. While having a pleasant conversation, you were suddenly interrupted by an infernal ruckus. Gabriella's gotten into a fight with a child of one of the visiting vassals. Gabriella and Prince Jacob of Michigan to revolt. Okay, well, I don't care about the revolt. Alright, you guys march in. 17,000 versus 7,000. It really shouldn't be much of a problem there. As Gabriella introduces herself to Machinist Theodore, a prospect, she not only accidentally spills a beverage on his shoes, but also manages to install all of his ancestors. Boo. Alright, victory. Peasant revolt is over. You guys go home. Are my troops... Are my new in position yet? No. Last one of your vassals have left. Good. Now what I wanted to do is see if I can enforce realm peace. Oh, that's right. We can't actually enforce realm peace because we changed the laws. Righteous imprisonment. Prince Anthony of New American Empire. My half-brother. Oh, he was plotting. Okay, the plot's over. You. One evening, while on a stroll through your gardens, you decide to sit down and rest outside your hedge maze. Suddenly, you hear a familiar voice speaking quietly on the other side of the hedge. I wonder who that is. Listening closely, you recognize Bessemer's voice. Governor Bessemer of Louisiana. Even more surprising is his conversation. He seems to be planning to kill Eugene of Jeanneret. You quietly stand up and make your way back to the castle. Interesting. You're just not ruthless enough to make the hard money lending decisions, so we just made a little bit of cold. Alright. We are now here in Sheboygan. Betrothed can marry. My half-sister, Prince Lumen of Iowa. Good. You, in prison. No one's going to care. 43% chance of success. And we were able to successfully imprison him. Perfect. Now, we could torture him, we could humiliate him. Or we can execute him. We will execute him for his crimes. May I accept your suggestion to Prince Virginia and Prince Lumen get married? Perfect. Now these guys can go back. Actually, I'm going to move them down here. So I have plans. Tycoon Linux the Chase has forced my sister, Princess Corvette of the Neo-American Empire, to become his concubine. What? My uncle? He will pay for this. Of Aurora. repel demons? Oh, he's possessed. I would declare war. Can I assassinate him? Ooh, there's an idea. Oh. I'll invite the plotters. Are there any other plotters we could potentially invite? Indeed. Ooh. Let's buy some support here. That looks good. Take a member of my family as a concubine, will you? I think not. My wife is pregnant. Very good. As she's growing older, I can see that Gabriella could use some guidance. Okay, we only have 2 options here. Oh, she's already diligent. And we can get her patient as well. Ooh. Yes. She's indolent. Curious. My co-conspirator, Wilhelm Luatala, has let me know that Tycoon Linux of Aurora will die by poisoned wine at an upcoming banquet. Classic. Station Master Zachary is no longer court chaplain. Okay, we need to get a new court chaplain. Oh, I completely forgot about that. We need to see if there's anywhere where we can proselytize. Let's go here. Proselytize there. And Knox. And we need a court physician. Do we have any good... He's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's go with Lawrence of Westland. Failure. You did not drink the wine. My complicity was discovered. This is bad. Go with that. Duty. Envious. Vicious rumors. It doesn't seem to be impacting my own vassals. So let me know that Tycoon Linux will die by poisoned wine. Let's see if it works this time. What's your problem? Imperial Administration. Title Claimant. Ambitious. Huh. Peace with Upland. He's a revolt. End the war to oust governor with power and accepts a white peace. We'll lose some prestige. We'll get him out of there. I'm willing to end my war. The affair has been costly and I would lose face, so he would owe me a comparable favor. Yeah, I'm not going to owe him a favor. Success! Haha! It seems the wine did not agree with Tycoon Linux of Aurora. He died not knowing the name of his killer. I think I will celebrate with beer. Now, who was that? That was my grandmother. It was Corvette, right? Princess Corvette. Can I get her back in my court? Yes, get her back in my court. On a lark, I decided to travel among the common folk, incognito but with a friend. a servant, and a bodyguard. As we ride through a forest, an arrow suddenly sprouts from the neck of my trusty guard. Shouting a warning, I ride like crazy to get away and manage to outdistance the bandits. Amateurs. Alright, so she's back in my court. Let's get her a proper marriage. Matrilineal. See, she's 29. This guy is attractive. Theologian. He's homosexual. Let's see. Weak. Attractive 27-year-old. Poet. Socializer, gregarious, lustful, kind, proud, and content. Let's go with you. Matrilineal marriage. Do it. Alright. So... we still have this truce with the Lone Star, so we won't be running any wars there. Don't really need to. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run a war with Sierra Madre. You. Declare war. And we're going to go a holy war for Denver. Take this chunk right here. You only have 6,000 men. So yes. Send that out. Oh, they had an army sitting right there. And we wiped it out completely. Stack wiped. Alright. Iowa, give me some troops. Platte, give me some troops. That's not a lot of troops. Well, it'll do. I'll march you guys in there. Put you guys in there. War can be profitable for a moneylender, but not when it arrives at your own doorstep. Do you have any commanders? Yes. Remove those commanders. The son was born. Empress Steffi, named Wayland. Okay. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We can't really sit this guy here. We're gonna have to back him off a bit. Let's send in half the army. Your vassal is concerned about his non-inheriting sons. No. Oh, no, no. Mission Toronto is a success. Good. Yep. Sierra Madre's army is more having an issue with their own revolt than dealing with me. I had told Gabriella to stay at home, but just as I finished purchasing my gift to her, I turned around and see her trying to hide from me. The surprise is ruined. Grab her by the ear and have a serious talk. I can't blame her. I can't blame her. Alright, let's march my retinue over there. Mission to Toronto a success. Let's bring my pieces of my retinue down. Get ready to deal with their armies. We'll put some commanders in Tycoonship of Columbia. Let's see, you're negative 37, you are positive 13, so you get it. Alright, now we need a new commander. And you've actually got some commanders. You don't, okay. You march in there, you march in there. We'll wipe these armies out. Prince Wayland of Ontario and a courtier. Sure. Governor Carls of Upland has defaulted on his debt. Nothing I can do about it. Victory. Princess Antonia. Fussy, conscientious, and affectionate. Let's go with diplomacy. More successful diplomatic missions. Very good. Massive hurricanes made landfall several days near Apalachico. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Devastating much of the coastline. My lands are apparently unaffected. Alright, let's see. My half-sister, who's conscientious, indolent, and haughty. We'll go with stewardship. I think you were losing to the revolt. Very interesting. Alright, let's just assault this down. Young Gabriella has finished her education in diplomacy. It seems that she's learned the basic skills required. She became an underhanded rogue. Not as good as I would have liked. Roman heir. Victory. Betrothed can marry. Absolutely. Yeah, he's quick. I decided to accept your suggestion that they get married. Good. Alright, made some money. And I'll have you march into another holding there. My half-brother, he can learn on his own. I'm not taking any penalties for him. Requesting approval to travel with the foreign merchants across the ocean. Yes. And take some gifts. Alright. Salt that down. Victory. Victory. Salt that down. 96. And... oh. Another one of our subjects is converted to Rust Cultist. Very good. 15 days. 100%. Offer peace. Enforce demands. There we are. Everybody exit. Enemy territory. See the realm prosper. Peace for 5 years. I don't know if we're going to do that. Leonor Besudo formed a defensive pact. Oh yeah, that's right, because we're now threatening again. 50% threat. Attempting to promote vile heresies. Comanche revolt. You make peace. Oh, a favor. Fine. Send the troops home. And now I need to hand this territory out, which what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hand out the Platte. Now, Platte is actually a kingdom. It's not a viceroyalty, which is not ideal, but, you know, it's fine. It's not worth going through the headache of trying to revoke it. But what I'm actually going to do, instead of dealing with this, because this should be a duchy, yes? Denver, yes. And I think it's also its own de jure kingdom of Colorado. Can I actually create the Duchy of Denver? Indeed I can. Create the Duchy of Denver. And then I'm going to give the Duchy of Denver to you. Grant landed title. Including all lower titles, the Duchy of Denver. Everything should have transferred over. Indeed they did. And then she should hand all that out to vassals at some point. My half-sister and your son, you're a revolt? Nope. My court physician has shared some of the latest ideas with me. I do not know much of medicine, but perhaps he is on to something. He's asked for some money. Of course. Alright, that looks better. And eventually, that should start de jure drifting in. Speaking of de jure drift. Alright, that's drifting. 55 of 100 years. Iowa, 28 of 100 years. Missouri, 12 of 100. Platte, 38 of 100. Jacinto, 73 of 100. Very good. I'm surprised that Canada hasn't become an empire yet. Young Antonia seems to trust everyone, lacking any notion of the evil in man. Rather get charitable, but nope, got trusting. Alright, can I declare the Great Holy War yet? Great Holy War for Deseret. Yes, we can. Ooh. High Fabricator Burrows inherited a tycoonship of the Ozarks. Okay, so let's deal with that. Kansas? Yes. There we go. Transfer those neighboring counts. Do it. After I made another courtier cry. Let's see if I can get kind. It's going to be a 45% chance. Nope, didn't get it. Neo-Gnostics. Meh. Should you tell him to surrender? Your steward comes to see you one afternoon. She explains that she devised a plan to bring in exotic goods by setting up a trade route with a foreign realm. This would, of course, require a sizable monetary investment, but the potential profits would be great. Yes, let's organize the expedition. Time has come to outfit a ship for the trading expedition. We're just going to buy the ship. We got plenty of money. Word is spread that we're planning a trading expedition. A group of tech priests have arrived at your court with requests. They are offering temple funds for the journey. We'll allow them to come along. Yes, they can come along. I'm willing to surrender. Let me see what the state of that war is. 78% in favor of the... No, never mind. Time to set out on the trading expedition. This is my niece. We'll go with just standard duty. My wife is pregnant again. Good. Alright, what we're probably going to do... My niece, let's see, she is indolent, timid, and curious. Let's go with learning. Sure. Okay, what we're probably going to do is we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. We're at the 30-minute mark. When we come back next episode, we're going to declare this Great Holy War in Deseret. And we're going to take this entire kingdom. It'll be very, very nice to get that massive chunk of territory. And then we will continue on working on things. In 3430, so in a year, this truce will go away, and we can run another war against the Lone Star as well. So, but we're probably going to be fighting this Great Holy War for a while. It might take us the whole episode. So, we'll see how that goes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.